The rift between Kenya and Somalia over territory dispute will likely widen further, with the government adopting a hardline position to never compromise or cede even an inch of our territory to Somalia. On the other hand, a tough-speaking Somalia is unflinching on its quest to sell oil blocks in the disputed territory to buyers in London. Ken Mijungu now reports that the decision of the International Court of Justice on the dispute could provide a way forward.
Kenya is now making a fresh effort to push for a withdrawal of the case filed by Somalia at the International Court of Justice in favor of a negotiated settlement. But even then, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it will not cede even an inch of its territory claimed by Somalia.
You cannot negotiate a court, can you?
This position is informed by the confidence Kenya draws from her historic boundaries. The ministry says Kenya proclaimed her maritime zones, including the subject of the dispute, back in 1979, while the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea was still under negotiations. Kenya also claims that in the years 1979, 2005 and 2009, she notified Somalia of the maritime boundary through a presidential proclamation. Further, Kenya says Somalia has been on the loop all this while and never made any formal protest nor claim for an alternative. This is until 2014, when it lodged the case disputing the boundary, even though there was an agreement to resolve any maritime dispute through negotiations. Kenya has accused foreign interests of fueling the conflict between the two neighbors and allies. The government had planned to file a complaint with the British and Norwegian governments for allegedly fanning the flames. Kenya says the judicial process will not yield much and is costly and cumbersome.
We sought from them the withdrawal of the illegal maps. We sought appropriate apologies, and we asked for a comprehensive response as to the attack on Kenya's sovereignty. And this was important because we already had a court case that was going on and an understanding in court that none of us would take unilateral action that would affect the disputed areas.
Somalia, on the other hand, is waiting for the outcome of the court process that will be delivered in September in order to go ahead with the sale of the oil blocks or not. A meeting at the African Policy Institute concluded that should Kenya lose the case at the International Court of Justice, it will remain landlocked and will have to appeal to Somalia and Tanzania for permission for ships to dock at the Mombasa port, a position that is unfathomable to the government. Ken Mijungu, NTV.